Hello, everybody.
Hello, humans.
Uh, I had to start early today because it is my younger sister's 16th birthday today, and she called me yesterday and basically was like, "It's my birthday party tomorrow. I want you to come. You better be here." And I was like, "Okay, I'll figure it out." So I rearranged things so I could be there, and yay! And the second half of this live stream, you will see me in the car.
I mentioned that on the because Devin asked if there was going to be goat chasing again. I said I'm not sure if that's where you're going.
That is where I'm going, but I don't know if there will be goat chasing because everybody will be there this time.
Hello, Kitty.
This
High
is
five,
bothersome.
everybody. Whenever Meadow puts her hand up like that, you have to high five her.
Also, Noelle messed with this, and now it's limp. It's like a limp noodle. Why do you hate me?
So I am working on setting up my new computer.
Nice. I don't know what I'm going to work on yet. Probably fixing this since it's all fudged.
Fudge up.
I'll save my curse words for when I have my road rage.
Oh yes, we get to see Willow. Wow, that's my cat. To see Meadow's road rage.
Okay, why do you hate me?
Yes, Kaylee is right. Duct tape fixes everything.
I don't know where mine is. I need to get like something to tighten this bolt and this bolt because they both move around too much.
Hey, Natalie.
All right. Well, oh shit! I don't have my glasses on. I can't see anything. I guess we'll say, actually, formally say hello to everybody. So, hello, Devin. Of course, you're the first one because you're pretty much always the first one, and we appreciate you for that. Um, 2020 is wonky. Master Sango, I'm not sure if I've seen you on my live streams before, so hello and thank you for being here. Yeah, sorry we were late for the early stream because I had to drive Jordan back to work so I can use the car, and he came back for lunch early because he was going to be going back to work about the same time that I had to leave to go to my sister's party, but he came back an hour early. So, Kaylee is here. Hello. And Natalie is here. Hello. And Auntie Spence is here. Hello.
Hello
And
to
Eva.
Spence and to Eva. 2020 is butt. Yeah, but I don't think I can fix Meadows' mic stand with my chat wrench.
Yeah, I don't think so either. It's fine. It actually seems to be staying in place at the moment. So,
I'm gonna have to like get a blanket and throw it over all this stuff tonight because I don't think like this TV turns off.
hmm, of course it doesn't. Okay, is this going to work? Perhaps. Perhaps it shall work.
However, my chat wrench can tighten the dolts.
Hmm. Oh, no.
having fun with our characters in the Discord for the vampire game that Sako's going to run. My character's a bit of a hoe.
I am getting annoyed by life today. I was also supposed to have a friend come over today, and then I had to rearrange my plans for the day, and then I forgot that he was coming over, and he's like, "Hey, I'm coming over tomorrow." I'm like, "Oh shit." You're right, you were supposed to come over tomorrow. And so he's going to come over Wednesday instead. So I guess the actual tomorrow.
Is that Marcus?
Yes. I've been trying to get him to come hang out with me for months, and he hasn't been able to. And now he's finally able to. So yay, because his weekend, he works swing shift, and his weekend is Tuesday, Wednesday. So I have fixed my issue.
If it's at a decent time, I'd like to meet Marcus.
Yeah, he was thinking about coming over tonight and sleeping over and then hanging out all day tomorrow. So you might be able to.
Sweet.
I'll have to tell him later on. I was like, hey, Jace wants to meet you. You better come over tonight. Because he was saying maybe to that. So we'll see.
Kaylee said we all need O's in our life. Devin said Santa has 3.
You guys are too much. Sorry, I'm just trying to grab a timer.
Oh, let me change to Alistair's face so you guys can see him. So Alistair is not just a hoe. He's the best there is.
Is he a thought?
He is. Well, he's a vampire prostitute.
He's nice. You do have a wrench, Devin. You do have a wrench.
The game takes place in 1980.
I don't know anything about the 80s. I'm too young. I'm sorry. Does that make you feel old?
A little bit, but I already knew I'm like your mom's age.
Yeah. My mom is a year older than you, I think. She was born in 76. June 76.
Yeah, so about 6 months older than me.
Okay, yeah, roughly.
Give or take. Wow, the number of I'm glad I'm logged into the YouTube video for this because it blocks a lot of people's stuff.
Are you having to approve stuff?
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
Like it blocked Kaylee's comment about hoes, and it blocked Eva saying sex worker.
Oh, of course it did.
I enjoy the fashions of the 80s. But the one problem with the game being set in 1980 specifically, and not just the 80s in general, is that the style in 1980 is like 90% 70s with just a little bit of 80 touching it.
Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like I want to put some makeup on today. But like at the same time I don't, so oh wow, everybody's talking about their ages and stuff in the chat.
Yes.
Eva's 4 years younger than my mother. Devin is 1 year older.
Yeah, it's nice being in AuthorTube because there's a lot of older people. And by older, I mean like around my age.
Yeah, I'd say
Eva and
there's actually
Sako
quite
are
a
just
few.
a little bit younger.
There's quite a few people that are around like the late 30s, early 40s range of age.
Hmm.
I feel like AuthorTube is one of the groups that is like on YouTube that's more inclusive when it comes to age brackets because
Yes.
we have really young people and then we have really old people and everybody in between.
And for the most part, everyone's super supportive of each other.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's see. 38 and under is still young, guys.
If 40 is when my life began, uh that second start was shitty. These past 3 years have been hell.
I just turned 24. So, okay, funny enough. So, on my birthday when Liz was here and we had to go visit my grandma, she was like playing different music and stuff through my car radio, and I can't remember the name of the song. I think it's called 1985. But there's a line in the song that said like her life was over at 24, and I just like looked over at her. I'm like, "Really? This is the song you play?" We are all buddies. All right. I say we start a sprint because we're like 12 minutes in and haven't done that yet.
Yeah, we should do that.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that is it for the timer, everybody.
That was soft.
Well, I forgot to share the sound with the timer, and so I realized you guys couldn't hear it, so I didn't want
was
to
just
startle
like,
anybody.
okay, she's doing ASMR now.
I didn't want to just be like, all right, guys, it's over. Freak people out, because I know sometimes if I'm focused, it makes me jump out of my skin. So, I got through another pass of chapter 7 trying to make Ambrose less likable of a human, even though he's like perfect. And I'm not sure if I'm succeeding. Also, I fixed some one of my ellipses to the Chicago Manual style way, and I hate it.
Yeah, that's a. I'm not sure what I think of that.
Okay, also, I have a question. If it's at... Jeez, phone, be quiet. Nobody likes you. If it's at the end of a sentence, and I have my additional punctuation at the end to complete the sentence, is it a space and then
I
the
did
additional
not look into
punctuation?
that.
See, I need you to look into these things for me because I don't have my Chicago
I don't
Manual style
either.
yet.
I tried to open that file again, and it was not available.
Mm. Well, then I think that I might get the online subscription to it,
Aha.
and then we can just both use it.
Cool, cool. A wild Yaza has appeared.
Ooh,
Yaza
wild, yes.
Yaza has appeared.
Hello. Welcome. This computer is asking me to restart it, and so it keeps like giving me notices. I'm like, you can wait another freaking 15 minutes or so for me to switch to my phone before you need to be restarted. Like, come on. Let's see. Kaylee got 273. Nice. Spence got a little bit of outlining done, but mostly just rereading this romance novel that she has feelings about. Nice, nice. And Master Sango got 217. Let's see. I started from my editing. Jace, you're the only one that's going to know the references. I started from the point where she says, I'm not disappointed to Ambrose. When she realizes he's not old like she thought he was.
Oh, that's okay.
And then I got through where they just sat down and ordered coffee at that diner.
Aha. So the Wraith should be
Next chapter.
soon. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm trying to go through and like instead of having Ambrose do like humorous responses or like laughing or joking along with her, where he's just kind of like mean, but I don't like it as much. It'll pay off better in the end for what I want, but I don't like it as much. And I guess that's good because that's my goal.
Why not give him sarcastic bitch answers?
Ooh, I could do that.
Because that way he thinks he's being funny and she doesn't.
Like Jordan. Sorry. Shade has been thrown. I apologize. It's okay. Jordan's humor, he's sarcastic a lot of the time, but he says his jokes in a very like deadpan type voice. And so every time I talk to somebody who's like recently met him or like recently started to become friends with him or anything, they're like, so is Jordan joking most of the time or is he just an asshole? And so yes, that's why I make that joke.
Wait, was 12-year-old Spence there? Oh, do you have a kid? I'm confused about the second line.
I think that she's saying that she bought the book when she was 12. and that we need to supervise our kids when they're shopping for books.
Oh, got it.
Is
Got
it like an erotic novel? Sounds like it might be an erotic novel.
It's
or
like a
something with a
12-year-old
lot of
going to the young adult section and picking up Sarah J. Maas.
which in my opinion should not be a young adult, but still. As much as I love Sarah J. Maas and I've read like almost all of her books, it's definitely should not be young adult. There's just too much smut.
That's okay. We know of another book. We can have them switch adult versus young adult
Shade.
settings.
Shade has been thrown, and you guys don't even know, and I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, that's not shade.
Yeah, I guess not. Kind of. I don't know. Yeah, okay, see, when I was about 13-ish, 12 to 13-ish, I went through a phase where all I would read was Harlequin romance novels. And my mom did not like that. And there was this store, I don't know if it's still there, but there's a store that we used to go to every once in a while in the town where we would go like grocery shopping and stuff. It was called the Garage Sale Store. It was basically people would just donate stuff, and it was like a Goodwill, but everything was garage sale prices.
Oh, nice.
And so they always had books for like 25 cents a piece. And so one day I was there with my mom and I was picking out books, and I had picked up this erotic novel, and she's like, "No, don't read that. Read this instead. This looks better." And she handed me this book that was like 4 short stories that were set around Christmas time. And I was like, "Okay, cool." Boy, should she have read something in that before she handed it to me, because my God, it was very erotic. And 12-year-old little me reading this book, I didn't tell her until after I finished reading it. And then I was like, "Hey, Mom, remember this book that you told me wouldn't be too bad and gave it to me instead of buying that other book?" I feel like I probably would have met her reading the other book. Oh, man. And then my aunt had a subscription thing. She had like a year subscription that she won in like a contest where every month you would get 3 books from Harlequin for a year. And she would read them, and then she would give them to me to read. So I have quite a few of those. I don't have them anymore. I think they're like in storage somewhere. I'm not sure where they are anymore, but yeah, I guess it's kind of like a thrift shop, but everything at the garage sale store was like really, really cheap comparatively to some thrift stores. But
I wonder if there is a place where you can get some money back for stuff, but basically just unload a lot of shit.
there are some thrift stores that you can go to that will actually buy stuff from you. But it has to be the kind of thrift store that's not like a not-for-profit type place. Like, well, I don't know if Goodwill's not a not-for-profit, but they don't buy stuff from you. They only accept donations. But like, there's a thrift store that we went to a lot when I was younger that the prices are a little bit more expensive, but that's because they buy items from people and then sell them. And also all of their stuff was like generally pretty much high quality because they do pay for it to get it in the store. So
yeah, because what I'm thinking is kind of like a pawn shop, but I don't want to like pawn stuff. I just want to sell it. I'm just thinking of
you could sell stuff online.
Ugh. Then there's shipping.
Well, there's this one app. I've only used it once, but it's Mercari, and they actually provide you with. You have to get your own shipping like package, but they give you the labels and stuff through the app, and you just like print the labels out, and then you stick them to whatever your package is. Okay, phone, knock it off. You're pissing me off. Jesus. Oh, everybody's saying pawn
Consignment
shop.
store.
Ooh, yeah. I've never read that book. Oh, Orla Hart is here.
Hey,
Hello.
Orla.
Oh, also,
And hi, Allie.
I saw your comment, but then I didn't say hi because for some reason in my mind was like, oh, she was already here. But no, you were not already here. So hello. Okay, I'm going to start another sprint, and then during this sprint, I'm going to get my child ready to go in the car and everything, and then I'm going to switch to my phone.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I think a consignment store is exactly what I am thinking I want.
they take stuff into them and they sell it for you and split the profits. Oh, interesting.
It's like having a garage sale, but someone else does the work. That's fine. I'm just thinking of I'm living in a house that is closing down as a daycare, and there's just so much extra stuff.
Mm,
And it's going to take forever to get the person who ran the daycare to take care of it.
right. Is it something that you guys are going to want like a lot of money from, or just like you want to get rid of it and money would be nice?
The second one, I think.
Yeah. Well, you could find a consignment store, or you could just have a garage sale.
Garage sales are not fun. It's the selling part. I am not a salesman.
Gotcha.
And if someone wants to haggle, I'll be like, you know what? I put cheap ass prices on there. Why do you want to take it even lower?
It's like you realize that this was $200 when I bought it. I'm trying to sell it for 50, right? Like,
Or this was a $50 thing. I'm selling it to you for a quarter. Why are you bargaining down from a quarter?
it's okay. Jordan's the opposite. He went to a garage sale the other day where it was the parents that were fundraising for their kids to go to the Christian Academy, which is like a really, really good school in the area. Like really good school, and they had both tested in, but it's a private school, so they were raising money to pay for their tuition, and so Jordan got like $2 worth of stuff and gave them $50.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, and he came home and he's like, "Hey, I spent like $50 at this garage sale," and he had like 3 books and like a stuffed animal, and I was like, "You paid $50 for that?" And he's like, "Yeah," and he told me why, and I was like, "Okay, fine." And then apparently, with the older of the 2 girls was after Jordan like gave the $50 and was getting ready to leave, and the girl comes over like, "You can take more stuff."
Hey, Stephanie.
So,
But
it was cute.
it was more charity then.
Yeah, it was. He's like, "I know I'm not Christian anymore, but it's still a good cause because that's a really good school." So I'm like, well, I guess I'm okay with you spending $50 at a garage sale then. Oh my gosh. Okay, so if anybody likes going to garage sales, there is a town in Oregon. It's called Drain. Dumb name for a town. But every single year in the summer, I don't know if they did it this year, but in the summer every year they have garage sale day. It's technically a whole weekend where everybody in the whole town has garage sale for the whole weekend. And like me and my family went there on vacation when I was in high school, and I got like a box full of books for like $10.
Nice.
And like a bunch of different stuff. It's really cool. It's like one of those historic towns where like everything is like, they even had like a one of those like 50s soda shop type places where you could go in. It was really cool. It's a cool town.
Sounds like it.
So, future vacation for anybody who likes garage sales.
Well, sounds like Stephanie's been there.
Oh, really? That's cool. I've only been there the 1 year, but I definitely think I'd want to go there again in the future because it's really cool.
And hello, Heather.
Hello. All right, let's do this sprint, and then I can go get
Okay.
my stuff together.
I'll stop saying hi to everybody.
I keep getting distracted too. It's okay. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Hey, I'm ending the sprint a minute early because I gotta get going. Noelle's in the car waiting for me. As you can see, her little face in the back seat back there.
All right, Field.
All right, cool. I'm gonna log out here and then get out to the car. So, Jace, are you ready to take over with the timers?
Sure. Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, see you in like a minute.
All the minute. Meadow has left. Only Field remains. That is dumb. This is going to be so much easier next time. Yes, Noelle's little face is shining through. So it's actually Noel as in like the Christmas song. So
Yeah.
no L-E at the end.
Yeah, I had people try to convince us to spell it that way, but me and Jordan liked it better with just the way it is. Because her name is already hecka long anyways. We don't need to make it extra long.
It is fine because I did the exact same thing. I think everybody spells it that way first.
Yeah. Usually. Okay, I need to take the house keys to Jordan because he forgot to grab them, and he's not gonna be able to get inside when he gets home.
Oh yeah, he will need those.
Yeah, so I gotta drop those off, and then I'm gonna get coffee, and then I'm gonna be on my way on the 40-minute drive to Grand Ron. Yay!
All the good stuff. Okay, this is not what I wanted to have happen. I opened up YouTube to get a 15-minute timer, and like everybody that I follow posted something. And it's just like, okay, watch later, watch later, watch later, watch later.
Yeah, I don't know why, but Noelle is insisting on wearing her hat today, even though it's 100 degrees outside. She just really likes, I guess the lime green is like one of her favorite colors, and she just really likes wearing that hat. Oh God, why is my fan so loud? It's not too disruptive, is it?
I don't even hear it.
Okay, good. Yay! My fan in my car is broken, so it only works when I turn it up to 3. And it's got like something stuck in there, so it's really loud, like banging against something. Oh, jeez.
Is that what that was? I thought it was an earthquake.
If you guys are lucky, you might see my road rage.
Devin says Noel is Christmas in French.
So her middle name is Margaret, after my grandma, and we wanted something that was shorter that went well with Margaret. And I think Noel Margaret sounds really nice. Plus, we found out she was a girl right at the beginning of December, so it was when all the Christmas songs were playing when we picked her first name.
Well, you could have named her that no matter what because you just pronounce it Noel.
Right? Yeah, so that's how, if she ever came out as trans, then she doesn't even have to change her name.
Exactly.
She just changes the pronunciation, and then bam, boy's name.
So Spence got hit with another bucket of sadness.
Oh no.
Oh no. Yeah, I can't highlight your comments, but I can read them.
Yeah, I can't do it either because I'm right.
Right. Why aren't you highlighting the comments when you're driving?
I could just randomly poke at the screen and hopefully I get the right one.
Kaylee says, yes, let us see the road rage. And Stephanie says, I have excellent passenger road rage.
See, okay, when I'm a passenger, it's weird. When I'm a passenger, I'm usually really calm and like fine, and then I get upset when the driver gets road rage. But when I'm driving, I get hella road rage. And I'm like, I don't understand where this came from, but here it is. Hopefully, it's not too busy on the road today because I don't want to deal with fucktards.
So yeah, as I was saying while you were getting your stuff together, it's going to be a lot easier for me to do all this stuff next time because I am hooking up a brand new computer.
Whoop, whoop.
And
Oh, you know what? I just realized I didn't tell a lot of people. I actually got a new laptop now. My last one that got killed is been replaced.
this computer that I got is a high quality gaming computer.
Nice.
So I can do the gaming and streaming together. And the keyboard and mouse and computer itself all have rainbow lights.
It sounds like my Jordan setup.
It might be a similar company or something.
I think it's Ryzen is the one that he has, or it's Rizen. Ryzen. He's the company that he got his from. And he got it pre-built with the mouse and the keyboard for $750, I think.
Or this says fancy new
You know what?
toys.
Stupid pedestrians being stupid.
Stupid
Oh,
pedestrians. Thump, thump.
Well, no, I was waiting for this girl to cross because I had to turn into a parking lot, and she's on her skateboard on the bike lane. And I was waiting for her to cross, but she slowed down. So I was like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm not gonna wait there. Okay, I will return in just a moment. I need to run in and grab him to Jordan.
Okay. Yeah, so my computer it has all the rainbow stuff, and it's just like, I have a gay computer, yay! And hello to the blind mage. $30 points for pedestrians and double for a pensioner.
I am returned.
You are. So Spence said that she was cleaning the house for the first time in like a week and keeps stumbling upon things that are grandma/funeral related.
Oh,
So that's where the sadness is coming
I'm
from.
sorry. That kind of sadness really sucks.
And we also had the blind maid show up while you were out.
Hello, blind mage. All right.
And Yaza says that it's probably Razor because Ryzen is a different thing.
Probably. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'd have to look at it when I get home later.
And Orla says 30 points for pedestrians, double for a pensioner.
Okay, now I gotta leave this stupid fucking parking lot.
And Spence says triple for a pram.
Actually, you know what? I need to go the other way. Because I'm never gonna be able to get on the road from this. Because people don't know how to drive. Ah, shit! I just pulled my phone off the mount.
I thought you hit something.
I accidentally grabbed my headphone cord while I was turning the wheel, and it ripped the phone right off the mount. Oops.
That seriously looked like an accident.
No, we're good. I feel really bad for Jordan because he had 0 days off this week because one of his managers, his last day was yesterday.
Oh,
So he's got to cover everything until he can hire somebody.
that is painful.
I feel for him, which is why I'm glad he was like, yeah, I'll just walk home today in case you don't get back in time to pick me up. And I'm like, are you sure? And he's like, I'm not going to be able to find a ride, so I'll just walk home. And I'm like, okay, I guess, thanks.
And we're not sure how many points it is to hit a mailbox.
Okay, so I'm coming up on a red light here that is, you can either turn right or turn left. And there's a sign that says left turn, yield to oncoming traffic. But it's a dead end on the other side. So what oncoming traffic will I be yielding for?
Someone coming out of that? Like someone who lives there or something?
Well, it's like a little mini strip mall that has like a phone company and like a smoke shop and a nail salon. And it goes straight into their parking lot. So I guess I could wait for that, but
Yaza asks, is driving with headphones legal?
I don't know, but I'm doing it anyways. Okay, this person in front of me is really stupid because there's a pedestrian crossing the street and they're turning anyways and almost hit them.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, it's a really old man walking with a cane across the street, and this car is just like not wanting to wait for them.
Yeah, I was in a right turn lane the other day, and the person across the street was in the left turn lane, and the light turned green, and I wasn't moving. And the reason I wasn't moving was because there was a pedestrian crossing,
Mhm.
and I didn't want to hit her. And
Yeah,
the left turn person just went anyway and slammed on her brakes in the middle of the intersection, and she was an absolute Karen.
of course.
I just looked at her. I'm like, yep, your impatience is more important than other people's lives. You didn't have to, you were too self absorbed to actually pay attention to other human beings.
Yeah, one thing I do not like about Oregon traffic law is that jaywalking is not illegal here. So if you hit a pedestrian that's crossing the road, even if they cross the road in the middle of like somewhere that doesn't have a crosswalk, it's still your fault.
Yeah, I think it's the same in Michigan.
And I'm like, but that's what the crosswalks are for. So I wish that people would just use those because then I know that, like, hey, here's a crosswalk. I should make sure I check for people. But I shouldn't have to check for people in the middle of a road where there's no crosswalks.
And there are some seriously dangerous places for jaywalkers because
Uh-huh.
around campus, they're just people everywhere. And there's parallel parking on the side of the road, so there's people darting out from behind cars,
Uh-huh. It's
like
ridiculous.
right in front of you.
It's ridiculous.
And I mean, they're students and they're not even looking. Like the one you just ran over.
Or that one. No, those are speed bumps. I'm driving through a parking lot. All right, you nozzle. That's a stop sign. Thank you.
Why are you in a parking lot?
Because I accidentally went down the wrong road, and so I had to turn it into the parking lot to go to the right road.
Spence agrees with me. Yeah, she's been to U of M campus. It's crazy. They seriously, they're like they have their noses like in a book or in on their phone and just walk out from between cars into the middle of the road.
Ridiculous, man. Luckily, I live in a more ish suburban area. It's like halfway between suburban and not suburban. So I don't have too bad of an issue with that, but I do live close to the community college. So
Spence says college pedestrians are awful. Every damn where, as one word. Except Eastern, they were careful. I don't get to the Eastern campus very often.
this stoplight is taking more freaking ever. Yay, it's green. Oh, look, a homeless person.
70 points.
I don't give that anything to that hobo anymore because the last 2 times I've tried to give him food, because it's right here next to this McDonald's. The last 2 times I've tried to give him food, he says no, he just wants money. And so I'm like, okay, well, if you're not going to accept the food that I give you, I'm not giving you anything.
It is true, Spence. Having roommated with U of M people, they're all slightly suicidal.
I'm going to Dutch
Are they
Bros.
suicidal or are they just kamikaze? Because as my friend Rob says, it doesn't really matter how much right of way you have. That doesn't bring you back to life or put your bones back together. Oh, I think Meadow's ordering foods.
I'm at the Dutch Bros waiting in line.
I figured you were ordering something.
Not yet. There's another car in front of me.
Thank you guys so much.
Okay, now I'm going to order something.
Just what did you snort at? The words, what is it called? The chat is so far behind where we are. So when it comes up, it's just like, what was that too? No, I went to U of M, and okay, I do have to say that the crosswalks when you're on campus are so far apart that it's really tempting to just run across it wherever.
Okay, I almost got hit by a bus one time. I had to cross a crosswalk that was pretty wide. And as soon as the little green guy came up on the sign, I like started sprinting across the street. And I got like 3/4 of the way, and then the hand came up, and the light turned green for the traffic. And this school bus driver did not wait for me to finish crossing the street before he started driving. And he almost ran me over. I was like 13, I think, at the time. Yeah, it freaked me out. I don't like using crosswalks.
Yeah, I also almost got creamed on a crosswalk. Light turned green, and I started across, and the car next to me, wanting to go right, decided that they gunned it. I had to jump back.
We're doing a Dragon Slayer and a small strawberry smoothie. Thank you. Is that incorrect? Yeah. Did you have a large hazelnut? No, I just have these two. Okay. There's your present. You are all good to go today, okay? Thank you very much. The drinks have been acquired.
Yay, drinks.
I meant to get Noelle a kid's size, and I accidentally got her a small, which is like twice the size of what she can actually drink. So we'll see how this goes.
There's going to be some extra. Or not.
Okay, let me park right here really quickly so I can hand her her drink. You want your smoothie? Here you go. I love you. Say thank you. All right. I'm ready to get on the highway.
See, Heather says she didn't do much during the sprint except for sitting down with a book, getting up to make a bank account transfer, accidentally unplugging the laptop, and other shenanigans.
Well, I would say we could start a sprint now, but then you guys would miss the majority of my road rage.
Well, we still need to do a sprint, probably.
All right. Well, let's do it then.
I will hit share screen. All right. We can sprint in the 3 and the 2 and the 1.
accidentally clicked the leave stream button instead of the unmute button.
Oops.
Yeah, I was like, oopsie. They're so tiny and they're right next to each other on my phone, so.
I was in the YouTube window. So when you started talking, I'm like, the stream's not over. Why are the timer's not over? Why are you talking already?
Well, it's okay that we did a timer because there wasn't that much to be road raging about anyways in that area where I usually get ragey, so
Okay.
you didn't miss much. I think I yelled at one person because they were driving too slow. But now I'm going through a construction zone, so we'll see.
Damn workers.
Well, it looks like they just finished up their construction, but there's still cones everywhere, and there's still a reduced speed limit right here. But I don't see any construction workers themselves. Also, there's a person driving an RV like 2 cars ahead of me, and they don't know what they're doing, and I feel like they're going to tip over at some point.
Yikes. So how do people in the chat do?
I swear to God, you redneck motherfucker. You better get on my ass. Ooh, this guy in this like really beat up redneck looking truck is like right on my ass, and it's bothering.
Devin asks how many points for a construction worker. There's 2 conflicting answers. Orla says 50 points because they have safety gear, and Spence says 5,000 in fines.
Also, probably I would go to jail. Oh my God! Back the fuck off, you douche nozzle. If I didn't have Noelle in the car with me, I would totally brake check them. I've got full coverage insurance. I could get a new car.
Spence says she's working through a tricky part in the outline and rereading her favorite fantasy book. It's not erotic, it's just comfortable when she's sad.
Nice. I'm glad that you are accompanying yourself. That is good.
The full Sims suite of stuff is at 12%.
Holy cow, man. Holy cow.
It is going to be downloading all night still.
Yeah, because you have like all of them, right?
Except for Nifty Knitting.
So all but one. Jeez. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's gonna take a long time.
Let's see. Stephanie made the kids lunch. Devin is glad the sprint ended when it did.
Oh, good.
Heather read 6 pages in the book. And Master Sango got 243 words.
Nice. Good job, guys. I drove and sang some songs along to my Bonnie and Clyde soundtrack until the sprint was over, and then I started talking again.
Orla read about fancy places you get high tea in London. Now, are you talking about 1980 specifically? Because Orla is one of the players. Spence says the book that she's reading is Sabriel by Garth Nix, and it's a great example of a woman main character by a male author that doesn't make me want to puke.
Oh, cool. You know what I'm struggling with my book right now is not only making Ambrose less likable in the beginning chapters, but also I've really been trying to decide if I want to cut the romance aspect between Ambrose and Alex. I feel like I should, but it's going to take a lot of work because there's a lot of chapters and scenes that are centered around that.
Orla is talking about 1980s. Yeah, we're all living in 1980 right now. This whole group of us, we're kind of hyper focused on it at the moment.
That's fine. It's a good creative thing to be hyper focused on.
It's hilarious though because in most games you've got the storyteller or game master or whatever,
That plans everything.
Yeah, planning everything and pulling teeth to get them to make their characters, and the players are just min-maxing things to get the strongest characters and whatever.
Right.
And then you get a group of writers as players.
Right. Right.
And the players are just building an entire world before the game even starts.
I've never done that kind of a game before, so I don't know. I have no experience. I've done like an RPG game, but it's just between me and my best friend, and that's it. Like I've never done it with multiple people.
Oh, gaming, yes. Okay, so the thing about male authors writing women that make you want to puke, there is a subreddit called I think it's Men Writing Women. The channel that I was showing you the other day, Meadow, One Topic at a Time. He's delved into that subreddit a couple of times, and it is god awful. Just the descriptions of the descriptions that these men use to describe women are just.
It's frustrating because so Murphy, she does that Dear Authors thing.
Yeah, Murphy Napier.
So she was one of them I was watching the other day was talking about I can't remember which one in particular, but she was talking about when men write women characters and describe them, and she's saying like, yeah, if for some reason, like, there are some male authors that do a really good job, and then there's others that focus on the boobs and their pretty face and their waist and their butt and their boobs and their pale complexion and their boobs. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I think one of the videos that he titled "She Breasted Toward Me Boobily."
Oh my god.
Spen says, I love and hate that subreddit. It's so bad.
Oh my god. Drive faster! We're trying to pass the RV driver, not drive at the same speed as the RV driver. Thank you. Jesus criminy. Pass this asshole before the double lane ends. I have done it. I have succeeded. Hoorah. Now I know how to speed more.
See, yeah, that is a really nice touch. Spence says the only mention we get of this character's body is when she's putting on her dad's coat, and it's just an acknowledgement that her dad's coat is too big for her.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I've been reading too much. Well, I've read too much like fan fiction and YA stuff, and there's just a lot of things that drive me absolutely batty, and they show up in like all these, 5 things not to do in the start of your story type of things.
Yeah, okay, see, my main character, I don't think I described her physical appearance in any way until, like, chapter 5. Yeah, because I've been editing, and I think that's the first description I get of anybody in the book. Well, except for she describes one person because she's in the hospital in chapter 3, and she talks about the doctor and says a tall black man in a white lab coat. That's her description of him, and that's the only person that's described at all until like chapter 5.
Yeah, I think the one thing is, if your main character looks into a mirror and describes themselves in the first chapter of your book, you're 12.
Okay, mine does look into the mirror to describe herself, but it's not until chapter 5. Does that help? She's more reflecting about how crappy she looks because she's been like, she almost got killed and has been really depressed for weeks. And she's like, oh my god, look at me, I look terrible.
Mm-hmm. But that's a different kind of thing. Like, my main character does look into a mirror in like the first paragraph, but doesn't actually take note of his hair and eye color.
No, he's
He
talking about something very different, actually. I mean, I guess he is talking about his eye color, but not in the sense that you would think.
Yeah, he is checking out his bruises in the mirror. He is not giving the reader a full rundown of every aspect of his physical body. And guess what? Once he checks out the bruise, he leaves the bathroom, and we still don't see what he actually looks like. Because that's not how people's brains freaking work.
I actually really liked the way that you have described Ben in your book, because you don't ever give like an outright description of what he looks like. You kind of figure out what he looks like based off of other characters around him.
Mm-hmm.
Like talking about his grandma and people not believing that it's actually his grandma because she's black and he's white passing.
Mm-hmm.
And people are like, "Oh, that's not your grandma," and he's like, "Yeah, that's my grandmother." So then that helps you figure out that he looks like he could be white, which is that's a description without outright saying that what he looks like. I don't know. I enjoy it. You did a good job. Props.
Well, thank you. But yeah, and if your main character is going through their entire family and or friends or whatever and taking note of everyone's hair and eye color,
You have an issue.
that's not how life works.
Like, so when I meet somebody, I do notice what they look like, but that's not generally the first thing that I think about. They're like super attractive. I do know their appearance.
You just went full robot.
No. I was lost for a moment. Can you hear me better now?
A little bit.
Hold on, my bars are not that great at the moment.
Spence says, in the next book, we get a pretty good indication of what the MC looks like, but because she has very different physical features from the people around her, who all have very similar features. See, that is a valid way to describe somebody. Oh, we have a frozen meadow. And we
Yes,
have
I'm
a
better now.
vanished. Oh, you're right there.
I just got out of the spot where I get really crappy signal, so we're good. As long as you can hear me, I'm good. All right. Well, I am getting close-ish to my destination, so we should do one more sprint.
Oh, okay. I have a new timer pulled up,
Nice.
so we can sprint in the 3, in the 2, and the 1.
What?
That threw me off again. I was in the other window.
I had to kill some time because I was gonna get to my destination before the timer ended. So I went to the casino, to the gas station to get gas, and I cleaned my windshield.
Aha.
And then now I'm back on the road, taking the long way around. So I'm gonna switch my camera around again. You guys can see the area in which I grew up. This is an Indian reservation in Oregon, about 30 minutes east of the beach.
I think we're going to lose you in a second.
I actually have pretty good signal, so I hope not.
Oh, you went robotic again, and the images are just like snapshots of the road.
Oh no.
Oh, so in the last sprint, Master Sango got 224 words. And Spence is making some very slow progress on the outline.
Nice. I have full bars again, so hopefully my signal's good. There's a cell phone
Yeah, you
tower
sound
like right
fine.
here. We're next to. Yeah, I'm driving right past the cell phone tower. So right here on my.
Sen Seriousness came in during the sprint and said that pretty much just popped in, so one word. And Meadow is muted.
What a load of bullshit is that? I did not mute myself.
I mentioned it because you might not have known.
I did not. So coming up on my left is the tribal graveyard. And on my right across from it, is some tribal housing for members of the tribe. Pretty cool, guys. It's pretty cool. I don't come out here very often. And there's some more. Here's the actual tribal center where they have like their council meetings and all their community center stuff is on my left right here. So yeah, that's what this particular reservation looks like. I doubt it's what every reservation looks like, but it's what this one looks like.
Cool.
So right here, I'm driving past. The chat is what?
Is talking about middles of books.
Ooh, middles of books. That's what I need the most work on.
Yeah, that's what they're saying too. It's just that they're slow and difficult to get through.
Yeah.
I did not have that much of a problem though when I was writing the first book. Just because I had a bunch of plot points I wanted to hit. So it wasn't a matter of this is the middle of the book. It was more like, okay, what's the next plot point?
Mm-hmm. See, for my book, since I actually wanted to finish something for once in my life, I actually had to leave my pantsing weights behind and become a plotter. And I actually planned out all my main plot points so that I wouldn't get lost.
I pantsed the book, but now I'm going back and plotting it. So I can get some structure into it. Which I think is what most pantsers do, is that they
Oh
structure
god, I
it
hate my
after they
grandma's
write it.
driveway. Oh. Shit, so bouncy. Whew. Where the freak is everybody? Oh, my sister's
Surprise!
here.
There's no party.
I can see my sister. She's riding her horse. So, but everybody else is gone. I'm like, what the fuck? Did I drive all the way out here for nothing? All right, I will be back shortly. I gotta go open the gate so I can. Oh wait, my sister's doing it. Never mind. I won't have to leave.
Sweet.
She saw me pulling in and she rode over on her horse and is gonna open the gate for me. Yeah, it's my sister's birthday. She's 16 today. Ah, she's so old.
Heather edited live stream descriptions for the week, read a couple of pages, and slept for about 5 minutes.
Right. Sleeping for about 5 minutes. Great.
Which is about what happens when I try and read.
Ugh, God, my sister's little ankle biter is trying to run in front of my car and bite on my tires.
Okay, ankle biter is usually used for children.
He's a chihuahua.
And if her child is trying to bite your tires. Devin wants to see Meadow on a horse.
You want to see me on a horse? Oh, God. I guess I can ask my sister to hold the camera. I'm just trying to park right now and drive around all my younger siblings' bicycles and stuff that they left in the middle of the driveway. Oh, shit, I can't park there. Ah! Frickety frat!
All right, good night, Orla.
I actually have a clip of me riding a horse the last time I came out here. And I was riding, and I said, "Oh my God, I'm dying!" And my sister was filming, and she laughed at me. Oh, my brother's right here. Hey, I'll be out of the. No, because I have another friend coming over already. Sorry, I'll be out of the car in a minute. Sorry, my little brother wants to come spend the night, but I already have a friend coming over. So. Okay, I have a want to see me on a horse. I guess I can attempt. Oh, no, she already took the saddle off of it. Never mind.
No.
Noelle, you're being dorky. Sup, boo thing? Oh, Joy. Can you go throw this away for me, please? Yeah. Thank you. Noelle spilled her smoothie all over herself.
Yay, smoothie mess.
Okay, child. I know. You're excited? You're excited. All right, go away. Go play with the children. Be gone. Look, over here. Look, it's Jackson. Sorry, the end of this live stream is getting chaotic. Hey, my subscribers want to watch me ride a horse. She said no. I can't get on that one. I can do that, I guess. I'm not wearing the proper shoes. We are currently live at the moment.
Okay,
so
take him up to the wall, Naomi.
Well, we gotta fix this.
okay,
It doesn't matter. It's
my
fine.
sister's taking over really quick, and I'm gonna get on this horse.
Here, you guys.
I think
Videotaping Meadow while she, or not yet, but like, yeah.
Naomi,
go
I
get
think
the
Noelle,
Here you go.
I wanna
This is
Find me.
they can't see you. It's facing this way.
You.
That's right. It's gonna come off. Yeah.
Bring it over here. Oh God.
Oh, That's my co-host. His name is Jace. No, I'm gonna hold it. Hold on to his paint. I don't know how he's gonna react.
He's rode with me on him bareback.
I don't think. Sorry, Meta, but I don't think Severin had this much weight on him. Hey, that's mean.
Well, hi. Let's go let him play with him.
He's really short.
Yummy.
Oh goodness. Here, go. Use your legs. Don't. You're gonna kick him in the flank, and you're gonna get on the ground. Don't fall off. You're gonna fall off. He's really sensitive. He's gonna try.
Okay.
Try, Jack.
Hello.
Just slide out. He tried to kill me. I've ever seen. No, she's too little.
You're welcome. The horse tried to buck me off.
Spence says there's too many kids around, or I try bribing Jace to start shouting embarrassing things.
Okay, that horse is that one's Jack, right? Okay, that one is a quarter horse Appaloosa Belgian mix.
Let's see.
He did
Devin
not like
said
me riding him.
Devin said hello to Meadows' relatives. And Heather said it's a pretty horse with a glossy coat.
Okay, I think we can do. You're welcome for that. I almost died for you. I don't know if you guys saw, but he tried to buck me off. Okay, car, be quiet. Jeez. All right, Jace, would you like to give an outro for your deal?
All right. I am Jace Maxwell, editor for Rose City Editing. And I am wow, I can't even focus. I am an adult urban fantasy writer, and I'm also going to be playing I'm going to be playing Alistair Mosley in Sako Tomi's Vampire the Masquerade game on Saturday morning at 9 Eastern.
Woo. All right. Hello, I am Meadow Lamro. I am the other half of Rose City Editing. If you want to hire us, please do. We need the money. I hope that didn't sound too desperate. I write urban fantasy, new adult mystery, and LGBT plus fiction, and I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I don't really have anything else exciting coming up. I usually stream at 1 p.m. Eastern, or 4 p.m. Eastern, on Tuesdays, but I had to do it early so I could come to my sister's birthday party. I'm doing my outro and then I'm ending my live stream. Yeah, today you got to see me ride a horse for a very brief amount of time and almost get bucked off. So you're welcome for that, Joy. And I will I thank everybody for coming today, and I appreciate you all, and I will see you guys next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.